Hey everyone, and welcome. Today, we're going to dive into something that's really at the heart of any yoga practice, the postures themselves. We're going to look at how these shapes we make with our bodies can connect everything together, body and mind, and figure out what makes them, well, so much more than just a good stretch.
So, really think about it for a second. What makes a yoga pose more than just a stretch? When you see someone holding a pose, what's actually going on? Is it just about being flexible? Is it a physical test? Or is there something deeper happening? That's exactly the question we're going to unpack.
And to start, we really have to begin with one single super important word, asana. It's the Sanskrit word for posture, and honestly, it's the foundation for everything we're about to talk about. And it's not just any posture, It's a specific shape that you hold with real intention.
Right, so this is where we get to the core of it, going beyond the stretch. An asana is really a mindful posture. Think about it like this. It's a conscious shape you create with your body, and its whole purpose is to build a bridge between your physical self and, your mental state. Because, see, an asana isn't just about how far you can bend. It's really this amazing combination of three things: the movement itself, the rhythm of your breath, and where you place your attention. The real magic happens when those three things click into place. That's what anchors you right here in the present moment. And that's what turns a simple physical shape into a really powerful, mindful practice.
But, these postures don't just exist on their own in a vacuum. A lot of the time, they're linked together into a sequence. This creates a kind of flow that not only warms up the body, but also does this incredible job of syncing your breath to your movement.
And the perfect example of this? It's gotta be Surya Namaskar, or as most of us know it, the sun salutation. I mean, the name says it all, right? Surya means sun, and Namaskar means salutation. It's this beautiful, dynamic, continuous flow through 12 different asanas, where one just gracefully melts into the next. Just to give you a taste of what that flow feels like, imagine moving from a big upward stretch that just opens up the entire front of your body and then folding all the way down, releasing your spine. From there, maybe you rise up into a cobra pose, which is this powerful back bend, before flowing right into an upward arch. See what I mean? It's that kind of dynamic pulse that really drives the whole sequence. Okay, so we've seen how these postures can connect together in a flow. Now let's kind of zoom in and look at a few key postures all on their own, because every single asana has its own unique personality and its own set of benefits. It just goes to show you how much diversity there is in this practice. So first up, let's talk about Vrischika-asana. You probably know it as tree pose. Now, if the sun salutation was all about that constant flow, this asana is the complete opposite. It is all about stillness, about stability. The entire point of this pose is to help you find your balance and really, really focus your mind. And the benefits here are super specific. It's not just about, the physical act of not falling over. When you practice this pose, you're cultivating something called dharana in yoga, which is basically a state of intense one-pointed concentration. And at the exact same time, you're strengthening your legs, improving your coordination, and trying to embody that solid, rooted feeling of a tree. All right, so we've covered stillness and stability. Now let's switch gears and talk about flexibility. This one is Ardha Matsyendra-asana, or the half spinal twist. And where tree pose was all about being firm and steady, this one, it's all about creating a spine that's supple and mobile. This pose is often called one of the absolute best for developing both flexibility and strength in the spine. And that's the key, right? That dual benefit. It's specifically designed to help release that tension that so many of us carry around in our necks and upper backs, from stress or just sitting at a desk all day. So we've looked at flow, we've looked at flexibility, but what about the complete opposite? What about the practice of doing, well, nothing at all? This brings us to one of the most important and honestly one of the most misunderstood postures in all of yoga. And here it is, Shava-asana, the corpse pose. Yeah, the name is pretty direct. The entire goal is perfect stillness for your body and for your mind. You just lie on your back and relax. Sounds pretty easy, right? Well, as you might guess, there's a hidden challenge here. While a lot of people think this is a simple pose at first, that simplicity, well, it turns out to be pretty deceiving. The real work in this pose isn't physical at all. It's all happening in your head. So where's the difficulty? It actually comes from inside. The two biggest hurdles are, 1, just drifting off and falling asleep, or 2, battling a restless mind that just refuses to quiet down.
Seriously, mastering this pose is about finding that razor's edge between being deeply relaxed but also sharply aware. Okay, so after all that, after flowing and balancing and twisting and then just embracing total stillness, what does it all add up to? What is the real essence of all these different postures? Well, here's the takeaway. Asana is a totally holistic practice. It's about linking your breath to every single movement you make. It builds your physical strength while also creating flexibility. It sharpens your focus, and, maybe most importantly, it teaches you the incredible value of balancing real effort with complete relaxation. It's not just for your body or just for your mind, it's a practice for your entire self. And that really leaves us with one final thought to chew on. Think about the names of these poses. Tree, mountain, hero, cobra. Those names aren't random, right? They bring up all this powerful imagery and these specific qualities. So if your body can literally take the form of these powerful ideas, it kind of makes you wonder, doesn't it? What story is your body telling right now?